Hey guys, Gimmeabreakman here. Jackie Robinson died on October 24th, quite a few years ago. I forget the date. It's not really important. I just found this out by chance on the internet. And I was reading about his life story. And it's a pretty interesting story if you haven't read it. If you don't know anything about Jackie Robinson, they gotta remake that movie. Although he was actually in the original movie. They did a movie on him already, and he played himself, so they said he did a good job. Anyway, I've been thinking about Tyler Clementi still and homophobia and how a lot of people. I made a video on this a couple weeks ago, and I basically said I wasn't accusing all of America, but I was saying, hey, we've got to be part of America that's homophobic. They're partly responsible for the death of homosexuals who commit suicide because it's not a very welcoming society yet. Other societies are. Other societies are worse too. But anyway, something that was interesting that I saw on the regarding Jackie Robinson was there was a baseball game between the Dodgers and the Phillies, and some of the Phillies baseball players were yelling "nigger" and "go back to the cotton fields" to Jackie Robinson, and even the Philadelphia coach or the manager was insulting Jackie Robinson, and basically this did more to unite Jackie Robinson's team than anything else could have. I don't know if they won the game or not, but that's not the point. But they were reunited, and that's what I was thinking about us, as Americans. What unites us, of course. One thing that unites us is presently probably dislike of Obama. Most people are kind of down on him, but he put out a speech the other day on the White House channel called "It Gets Better," and I think it's a damn good speech. And if you go look at it now, you'll see. At least yesterday, the ratings were very, very high, and a lot of people. One thing I found really refreshing to see was a lot of people who openly dislike Obama say, hey, I don't like this guy. I'm really let down, disappointed, blah blah. But this was a damn good speech, so that was nice to see. But something has been bugging me recently, and it's been bugging me for a while now. And this is old news. It's the Dilemma trailer. I don't know if you heard about this little scandal, but there's a movie called The Dilemma that was the trailer was put out. It's coming out next year, and it's starring Vince Vaughn and Winona Ryder and I forget who else. But anyway, some guy, Kevin James. He's the King of Queens guy, and the thing, the whole ridiculous thing is, well, let me show you the scene. This is the scene that you cannot see anymore because this scene has been taken down because it's too offensive. Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, electric cars are gay. I mean, not homosexual gay, but, my parents are chaperoning the dance. Gay.
They censored that, right? Here's the thing. Anderson Cooper went on the Ellen Show, and he had a few things to say, and I cut out some. These are the points that he said that I want to respond to. So let me show you those points.
It's incredible when you realize how commonly the F word is used, or the term "that's so gay" among kids today. I mean, you hear it from coaches, you hear it on the playing fields, you hear it in the hallways of schools, and it's used not just against kids who are actually gay or lesbian. It's used against anybody who's perceived that way, or even just as an insult to anybody in this day and age among kids. And that's something that just got to stop. As you said, I was sitting in a movie theater over the weekend, and there was a preview of a movie, and in it the actor said, "That's so gay." And I was shocked that not only did they put that in a movie, but that they put that in the preview. They thought that was okay to put in the preview to the movie to get people to go and see it.
Okay, so they want to censor it. Now, one of the things that bugs me is that he says the F word. He doesn't say the word faggot. Though Ellen uses the word faggot or fag when she's talking about it, but Anderson Cooper's got to say the F word now, and that bugs me because there's already an F word, okay? And we just can't start calling all words as letter words. I mean, the C word and the S word is just ridiculous. And unless you're a kid in front of your mom, okay, I get it, but if you're an intelligent adult having a discussion, or even semi-intelligent, then no, you can't do that. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And you can't put the F word and gay and faggot on the same footing as nigger. No, because it's different, all right? That's slavery. It's a whole different thing. It's completely different. And you can't force people either. I mean, look at the word African American. I mean, African American isn't really even accurate. There's a lot of blacks in America who come to countries that are not African. They don't think of themselves as culturally African, like Cubans, for example, or other Latino Americans. There's tons of blacks in South America, Brazilians, who come to America, and they're not African American. They're something else. So you can't force people either, and censorship's not the answer either. And I'm annoyed by this whole thing. There's if you look on Wikipedia under I think the word fag even, they talk about this guy who someone spray painted fag on his car. So then he got it done really nice, and he drove around the country with the word fag bug on it. And this is supposed to educate people, but at the same time, some homosexuals think no one should ever say the word. You know, it's just ridiculous. And the other thing is, it's a movie, guys. It's a movie. In the movie, Kevin James is married to Winona Ryder. Like that would ever really happen unless you were a Hollywood star. Come on. That's just ridiculous. That kind of thing never happens. And these two advertising executives in this movie, they would never pitch that in real life because people are PC sensitive these days. So you know that would never happen. It's a movie. Half of the things in that movie are ridiculous. It's a comedy. If movies were the same as reality, nobody would watch them. Or they'd all be like the Jersey Shore or something, and that would really be bad. It's ridiculous to censor things like movies because it's a movie. I mean, I think I've made my point there, right? The funny thing is, though, the people who put out the dilemma, they reissued a new trailer, and they also changed the music, right? And if you listen to the music in the new trailer, what is it? It's the Cee Lo Green song, which every kid in America knows is the "fuck you" song. And that's the message you want to be... That's okay, right? That's okay. Yeah, you know, subliminal message. I mean, Queen Latifah, I think, is in that movie, too. And she's like saying... She's talking about women... About getting female wood or woman wood. I think she says female. You gave me female wood. So implying that she, you know, metaphorically has a penis, you know. So why... Isn't that kind of insulting to women? Do women have to have a penis to be excited? I mean, you know, it's just... The whole thing is just silly. And that's in the trailer, too. In the first trailer. I don't know about the second trailer. This whole censorship thing is just bullshit. But at the same time, what's the answer? I don't think censorship is the answer. What I think the answer is we've all got to do our own... We've got to do our part as individuals to make it known to other people who are homophobic, who think homosexuality is wrong. We've got to tell them, no, man, it's cool. It's right. And okay, it's not cool, but it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're gay, you're gay, right? If you're straight, you're straight. If you're whatever. If you're into midgets, you're into midget. It doesn't matter, you know? It's none of your business. Don't worry. And this hell, it's in the Bible. The Bible's fiction, okay? You may be Christian. You may think it's a great book. But the Bible was written by people. And if you're going to use the Bible as your, goddamn source, then I hope you gave all your money away like Jesus said, and I hope you also don't eat shrimp like the Bible says, don't eat shrimp, right? I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, come on. You can't nitpick. You can't pick and choose what you want out of the Bible, and you can't use that as your weapon. So what do we got to do? We've got to tell our friends on an individual level, hey, there's a line to cross, kids, and don't cross it. And the other thing we've got to do is really big people who appeal to the heterosexual majority, studly guys, big name athletes, and women. They've got to come out and they've got to make it known, you know, that it's not cool to be a homophobe, to beat up on gays, that you're actually a pussy if you do that. And that would probably offend a lot of people too. But you know what I'm saying. And the other thing that bugs me is that, yeah, the certain homosexuals who don't want this word to be used are kind of, yeah, they want it to be on equal footing as nigger, and they also think that it only means gay, which is not, it doesn't mean just homosexual. I mean, it has other meanings, just like the word lame doesn't just mean people who have bad legs. It also means things that suck. And you don't hear about anyone complaining about that these days. The word suck, you know, my babysitter when I was a kid, the word suck, she told me it was bad because it refers to homosexuals, and sucking is bad. But as we all know, sucking is good because the people who are doing that on the receiving and giving end are always having a good time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then this really is not a video for you. But that's what I got to get this off my chest, because this whole censorship bullshit is just bugging me. And I'm really sorry Tyler Clementi died. I mean, I think it's an awful thing, and I do think it's due to homophobia, and it's a damn shame that 4 kids died that month, committed suicide because they were afraid to come out. But things are getting better, and things will get better, and someday it will be. This will all seem like a ridiculous part of our history, but we've got to get there. So you got to do your part to help us get there faster. That's all I got to say. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good night.
Dude, why would we want gay people to get out of town? Oh, they think we meant gay fags.
Oh, hey, that's not very nice, Mayor. Just because a person is gay doesn't mean he's a fag.
What?